Hey, Tom Sweeney here, and I have a video for you today to show you how to remove a wallpaper border. Now I'm going to show you a few steps that are going to save you time and money. So there's one concern here. If you have just a border, you don't want to use a spray-on solution that's going to run down the wall, because that's going to streak the wall and leave these streaks that are going to bleed through the paint, and you would have to prime the whole wall to seal those streaks in. So what I'm doing here is I'm using a solution. This solution here is called Piranha. You can use a solution called Diff. You can use, Sherwin-Williams has a solution, but it helps break down the glue behind the backing of the paper. So I've removed some of this wallpaper border and I've tested out how it comes off. And you're gonna need to test yours too. And so one of the first things that I did is I used my little paper tiger here, which I ended up not needing. What I did is I wetted the border, and the top layer, this top layer came off and the backing stayed on. So, and that's a good thing. So we want to get the top layer off, and luckily, after wetting it, this top layer can come off in one pull, exposing the bottom layer, which is like fabric. So you pull off the top layer, and see how easy that is? But wetting it is key. It loosens it up a little bit. And so this section here I had pre-wetted, and it's been wet for about 10 minutes with the solution. And I'm being careful not to put too much water on it, because I don't want that streaking to happen. So I wet this backing, and you want to stay ahead of it. So you want to wet the fresher areas and give this time to soak in while you're taking this side off. And so you wet your rag in the solution, wring it out a little bit. Like I said, you want to avoid a lot of streaking. So got a little bit right here. That's not bad. That's my son Joe, the cameraman. Okay, so now I'm going to try to take this border off. This is an indispensable tool. I use this for prepping walls, not only taking wallpaper off, but in preparation for painting. So when you use this blade, you can get underneath the lip of the backing. And it's key to be patient with this. You have to let the solution do the work. And if you can put this on for 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's gonna come off easier. If you try to do this a little quicker, you're gonna be getting little strips. So when you're using this blade, this is a 4-inch blade on a handle, know that one edge kind of sticks into the wall a little more. The other edge is a little smoother. You'll figure that out. But what I'm gonna do here is try to loosen up the backing to the point where I can try to get a grip on it, and hopefully we get a big pull. Okay, it's kind of coming apart there, but that's okay. Get another section started. And yeah, I'm not that lucky to get the whole thing to come off in one, but like little scraping with this tool, all the backing's coming off. Pretty easy. Okay. One thing you want to be careful, you don't want to dig into the wall and create a lot of patching. If that happens, you know, these walls here have been painted with a good paint, and fortunately it's coming off pretty easy. You might not be so lucky. You might have to do some skim coating, patching on the wall to get it back to where it needs to be. But now that I got the top layer and the backing off, now you have to work the glue off. If you don't work the glue off and you paint over it, it's likely that the paint will start cracking out where you have thick layers of glue. And here, the solution here, if it's the Piranha or the Diff or whatever brand you use, it's going to help break this glue down. I'm avoiding using a bristle brush because a bristle brush will run down the wall. Now, I would use a bristle brush if I'm removing wallpaper off of a complete wall. But here I'm trying to minimize more work. And you get a warm solution of this stuff here. Work the glue off, and you can feel it. You can feel if you've got the glue off or not. And this takes a little bit of elbow grease. But if you're not confident you got all the glue off, before you paint, you might want to prime just this section of the wall, the upper part, with a low odor oil primer. Show them that, Joe. That's one brand that I use. And that will seal in. That will seal in any of the residual glue, and you won't have to worry about it cracking out. So I hope this video has helped save you time and money. And I'm going to come out with more videos, so please subscribe to my channel. Good luck.